How to make AI videos that go viral on YouTube. Viral videos have one thing in common. They are intriguing. Intrigue means you're curious and you feel compelled to find out what happens next. If you can apply this to your AI videos, then you'll be halfway there to going viral. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 steps to take that will help you make AI videos that get a lot of views. We'll also look at an example of an AI channel that's doing it right now. But first things first, why do you want to make AI videos? What's so special about them? Well, AI videos allow you to be creative without having any artistic talent. You don't need to learn how to write either because the AI will do that for you. And you don't even need a camera or a microphone because it's all text to video. But these advantages come at a cost. AI video content is not unique. Everyone has access to the same tools. Anyone with a computer can start an AI channel today. This means that there's a lot of competition. There's a constant stream of new channels producing AI videos, and it's hard for anyone to stand out unless you know what you're doing. Let's look at an example. These videos from Dark5 AI are going viral. Their video, OpenAI just released a new update, got 4.3 million views. What happens when you ask Midjourney for more money got 1.8 million views, and The Real Reason Why ChatGPT is So Popular got 600,000 views. All 3 of these videos are well over 1 million views. The reason for this is because they apply the 5 steps we're going to cover today. Let's jump into step number 1. Step number 1 is to tell a story. Humans connect with stories. Stories are everywhere around us. Everything we do, everything we watch, everything we listen to, they all have a story. The best way to explain something is through a story. Take a look at this example. Here's a normal person trying to explain AI technology to someone. It's complex, it's fast, it's difficult to understand. Now let's take a look at another example. Here's the same concept but told through a story. Suddenly it's easier to understand. It's more memorable and it creates an emotional connection. And if you can guess the ending of this story, then you've probably already clicked on this video and watched it. Let me show you another example of a channel that does this really well. AI Explained uses stories to explain artificial intelligence. His most popular video, Will Robots Take Over the World, has had 2.7 million views. His second most popular video, Why You Should Learn to Code in 2023, has had 2.1 million views. Every single one of his videos has a story which makes it easy to understand complex topics. The second step is to tap into an emotion. Emotions are incredibly powerful. They drive our actions, influence our decisions, and shape our experiences. Every great story has emotions. Without them, it's just a boring retelling of events. Think about the last video that you watched until the very end. It probably made you feel something. Maybe it was funny, maybe it made you think, or maybe it scared you. But whatever it was, it created an emotional response in you, and that's what keeps you watching. You can tap into emotions in many different ways. You can make people laugh, cry, be angry, or be inspired. Some examples of channels that use emotions to their advantage are AI Artistry, who creates uplifting and motivational videos that inspire people, and AI Dungeon, who creates videos based on the emotions of fear and anxiety. The third step is to make your audience feel something. This is a little bit different from the previous step. In this step, we're trying to build an emotional connection between the viewer and the video. If the viewer feels like they're part of something, then they're more likely to stick around. A good way to achieve this is by talking directly to your audience, asking them questions, or making them feel like they're part of a community. Take a look at this example. This is how a normal channel would interact with their viewers. This is pretty standard stuff, but it doesn't really create an emotional connection. Now, let's take a look at an example of a channel that does this well. Let's talk about tech. In this video, he talks directly to the camera and asks for opinions. This creates an emotional connection between him and the viewer. He's not just a random guy on the internet, he's a real person with real feelings. This makes the viewer feel like they know him and care about him. And when they see a new video from him, they're more likely to click on it because they want to see what he has to say. The fourth step is to provide value. People only have so much time on their hands. If they're going to spend time watching a video, they want it to be worth their while. They want to learn something new, be entertained, or be inspired. If your video doesn't provide any of these things, then people are going to move on to the next one. The best way to provide value is by solving a problem or answering a question. This is what people are searching for on YouTube. They have a problem or they have a question and they want an answer. If you can give them what they want, then they're more likely to stay around. An example of a channel that does this really well is 2 Minute Papers. He takes complex research papers and explains them in 2 minutes. He provides a ton of value in just a few minutes. This is why his videos are so popular. The fifth step is to keep people on the hook. The biggest mistake you can make is to reveal everything in the first few seconds. If you do this, people are going to lose interest and move on to the next video. Instead, you need to keep people on the hook. Make them curious and want to find out what happens next. The best way to do this is by asking questions or making statements that are open to interpretation. This is what makes people curious and want to find out more. Take a look at this example. This is how a normal channel might start a video. This is pretty boring and it doesn't really keep people on the hook. Now let's take a look at an example of a channel that does it right. Here's an example from AI Artistry. This is much better. He starts with a question that makes you think. This makes you curious and want to find out more. And that's what keeps you watching. Now that you know the 5 steps, let's put them all together and look at an example. Here's a video from Dark5 AI. Can you guess how many views it got? Well, let's take a look. The title of the video is OpenAI just released a new update. This tells a story and taps into emotions. It makes you wonder what happened and why it's such a big deal. The thumbnail shows a news article that confirms the story. This gives you more context and makes you more curious. Now let's take a look at the first few seconds of the video. He starts with a question that makes you think. This makes you curious and want to find out more, and that's what keeps you watching. Throughout the video, he tells a story and taps into emotions. He uses humor to make you laugh, and he uses suspense to keep you on the edge of your seat. He also provides value. He teaches you something new about AI, and he keeps people on the hook by asking questions and making statements that are open to interpretation. This is why the video went viral. Now let's take a look at another example from Dark5 AI. This video has had 1.8 million views. Let's take a look at the title. What happens when you ask Midjourney for more money? This tells a story and taps into emotions. It makes you curious and wonder what happens when you ask for more money. The thumbnail shows 2 images side by side. This gives you context and makes you more curious. Now let's take a look at the first few seconds of the video. He starts with a question that makes you think. This makes you curious and want to find out more. Throughout the video, he tells a story and taps into emotions. He uses humor to make you laugh, and he keeps you on the hook by asking questions and making statements that are open to interpretation. This is why the video went viral. Now that you know how to make viral AI videos, it's time to put it into practice. Start creating videos that tell stories, tap into emotions, make your audience feel something, provide value, and keep people on the hook. If you can do these 5 things, then you'll be on your way to creating viral AI videos.